Alright guys, welcome back. It's Friday, April 10th. I'm Coach Matt.
Coach Katie.
We've got the workout, grilled ham and cheese today. But before we get into the details of that, Coach Katie's going to warm us up.
Guys, so for our warm-up today, we're going to go 2 times through 2 different movements. So if you have a band or a broom, and if you don't have any of them, and that's okay, you can still do the good mornings. So we're going to start showing you banded good mornings. We're going to do 15. So Matt's going to slip that band on. He's going to drive his butt back while keeping his shoulders pinched back and down. Good. You're going to do 15 of those good mornings. Take as much time as you need to really loosen up, okay? And then you're going to go and do a front plank hold, keeping everything nice and tight and active as you're holding for 30 seconds. So keeping those glutes tight, really squeezing so you're getting the most out of this movement. Once you finish your front plank hold, you're going to go back through your good mornings and your plank again. So Matt shows you those good mornings, and then you would go back to his front plank. Once you complete those 2 movements 2 times through, you're going to go through 3 different movements, again, 2 times through, starting with a dumbbell push press. So Matt's going to dip and drive those weights up. Just to loosen up the upper body as he brings those dumbbells down. Dip and drive, full extension overhead. Once he does 10 dumbbell push presses, he's going to go into 20 air squats. Take whatever tempo you want. If you want to start nice and slow and loosen up, and then by the end of those 20, go a little bit quicker. Good. Once you complete your 20 air squats, you're going to take a 200-meter jog. This is just to warm up, so you really just want to loosen up those legs as you go through. Your second time through those 3 movements, you can pick up the pace a little bit with that 200-meter jog. Once you go through all of that 2 times, you are ready to start the workout.
Okay, so today's workout's going to be a hair on the longer side today. It is called grilled ham and cheese, and because the juicy parts of the workout are sandwiched between 2 1-mile runs. So the workout's going to go as 1-mile run, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, handstand push-ups, burpees, and then another 1-mile run. So when it comes to the run today, we want to focus on one particular thing. So we'll break, there's a lot of points of performance in running we could look at. Today we're going to look at one particular one, and that's where we hold our feet in the position of our torso as we run. So, much like we do focus on the double unders, we want to keep our heels off the ground, our feet extended, so we're on the balls of our toes, running in place. So take a couple times where we go through about 20 seconds of running in place, not letting your heels touch the ground, stay on the ball of your foot. At the end of 20 seconds, lean into it, take off into your run, maintaining that foot in a high position on the balls of your feet. Yeah. The other thing you'll notice is Katie holds that run position. She is keeping her shoulders down and back, her torso upright. So on her toes, torso upright, lean into it, run. What we're trying to avoid today is typically the heel strike, which is the most common fall, especially for people like myself who aren't great runners. It involves a lot of, as they're running, reaching with your foot in front of your body, hitting the ground, and then rolling up the foot. So what that does is it kind of feeds up your quads. If you're running 2 or 3 miles in a row, at times, you get to the end of your run and you're going, man, my quads are sore, or my next day your quads are sore. It's probably because your heel's striking a lot of impact, jars up your back, especially if you've ever been running a lot and your lower back gets tight. Most likely it's because we're heel striking. So to avoid heel striking, intentionally stay on your toes. It will work the lower parts of your calf, your ankle, a bit more than you may be used to, but we want to train our body to perform. We don't want to just do what is most complacently easy. So even if this slows your run down today, stay in a tall foot position on the ball of your foot. So that's the run. So into the next part of the workout, we've got handstand push-ups, incline push-ups, dumbbell strict press. Whatever variation you're able to do is fine. Let's take a look at each movement. So if we're doing the dumbbell seated press, pick the dumbbells up to the shoulder like so. The first thing we want to do is get our core nice and engaged up and tall so we're in an active position. This might actually end up being the harder part of the whole movement, is keeping that core active as we press. You assist by keeping your feet tight together, engage the lower body. That's going to keep those abs even more engaged. From there, you're going to keep the elbows up high, press overhead. Good. Returning to the top of the shoulder with every repetition. So, simple, but remember the main point of that is keeping that core engaged. The next one we're going to look at, a little more difficult, maybe not as complicated as a full handstand push-up, is the incline push-up. So we can raise our feet up onto the bench, couch, chair, box, yeah. So the first thing you want to do is just got your feet raised up. This way, just a little bit. Scoot your feet to it. Just scoot your whole thing this way. There. You're going to get your shins on the box. There. So first thing she gets to do is she gets in a nice tight position, is she's going to have her shoulders, butt, ankles all stacked in a line the same way she would if she was in a regular push-up position. Where things are going to vary is that when she comes down to the ground, she's actually going to bring her forehead or her chin or nose to the ground, not actually her chest, because she wants to maintain this tight plank position. You can come down and rest feet. So her shoulders are going to do the majority of the work, very similar to a handstand push-up. But what she's avoiding is breaking at the core. So if she were to get back in position and try to actually make her chest touch the ground, what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of her core breaking and bending, puts a lot of pressure on the low back, and it does put some good emphasis on the shoulders and chest, but we don't want to do that at the expense of losing our midline, okay? So if you're doing it, and the steeper you go, the higher your feet are raised, the more, ideally, the higher up your head you're going to touch. So if you're on a short incline, you're probably going to touch more like your chin. If you're very inverted on a 30-inch box or more, you're going to touch the top of your forehead or the top of your head itself, okay? That is going to be the incline push-up. So let's get adjusted. We're going to bring ourselves over to the wall and go over the fundamentals of the handstand push-up. Assuming you can get upside down safely and securely, you can do these handstand push-ups. If you are not able to safely, consistently get upside down on the wall, I recommend using one of the other variations we already showed you. So first thing Paige is going to do is get upside down in an active position. You'll notice that her shoulders, wrists, hips, ankles are all stacked in a line. Her body is slightly leaned into the wall. Rest for a second. The second thing we want to make sure is we're not too close to the wall. If we place our hands too close to the wall, there's not going to be any room for our butt to come down when we go into the bottom of the handstand push-ups. Kay's going to come back on up. She's going to lower herself down to the bottom of the handstand push-up. So you'll notice that there's a nice right angle here at the elbow and shoulders. Her arms aren't out to the sides of her head. She'll bring her knees down. You'll notice here, her butt can touch the wall. This is the only point during the handstand push-up where her butt makes contact with the wall. She tucks her knees in. There's still a slight angle leaning back into the wall. So when she comes down all the way, she's going to kick herself out. You'll notice that her legs kick first. So much like a thruster, legs drive, arms finish. If we start to press early, we're going to burn our shoulders out, we're going to get all off key, the kip isn't going to help us at all. You can come on down like this. So if we go through, we're going to go through that one more time. Just do one more rep for us. Where it's going to be coming down to the ground, right angle at the elbows, butt into the wall, kick out the legs first, finish with the arms. Okay? So if you can make that checklist at home, work on those movements, that'd be great. So if you're like, hey, I can get on the wall consistently, I want to work on my handstand push-ups, but kipping is really rough, or maybe you know you're not really that strong yet, you can work on some strict handstand push-ups as well by raising up to a second or third mat, give yourself an elevation. But however, I do want you to make sure that you're able to go through enough range of motion where you are getting some considerable bend at the elbow. If you're just like at the handstand push-up and you're like dipping a little bit, I'd much rather you go to an incline push-up or a seated dumbbell press where you're getting a better range of motion. So use your own discretion on that, but that is the handstand push-up. When it comes to strategy for this workout, remember I said it's a little bit on the longer side, meaning I want you to keep this under 30 minutes, but it's probably going to take most people at least 20 to complete that. Maybe some of you who are very, very good runners and have some decent handstand push-ups, you can probably fly through it around that 20-ish or a little over range. For most people, it's going to be just trying to beat the clock under 30. So on the mile run in particular, if you're not able to run 10 minutes or less per mile, I'm going to recommend you scale the distance a little bit. One of the options you could also use is just running 5 minutes straight a distance, and as soon as you hit 5 minutes on your watch or timer, you turn around, come back the distance you came. Ideally, it should be 5 minutes out, 5 minutes back. Remember, look to maintain that upright position, staying on your toes, train your body, don't get complacent or lazy in your running form.
When you get to the handstand push-ups or the incline push-ups, you want to make sure you're breaking everything up into sets. You don't want to go till failure, you don't want your arms to be fried and burn out. And then think about the same thing with your burpees. Take them at a nice, consistent pace that's kind of your active recovery time before going right back to those push-ups.
And as always, if you have any questions, concerns, need help scaling, let us know. I look forward to doing this workout today with all of you. So, good luck and have fun.